In this episode of SpAt, we're going to talk about everything nobody wants to hear about. Lovely. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week is SpAt. I don't know if I have my empties up or not because I just filmed that as well, but this is bad hair day. The hair's up in a messy bun. It's just not happening. I just don't care. So messy hair, I don't care. That's what I said, and that's how I feel. So now that I'm done addressing things that you guys don't care about, let's talk about some more things you don't care about. Today I want to talk to you guys about haters, guru gossiper, and just negativity in general. This is going to be a rant. I haven't done a rant in a hot minute, and I'm telling you, they are so therapeutic to me. And yeah, I think that rants can be completely positive depending on how you swiggle them. My bun is like, I'm ready to swiggle. But I hope you guys don't get too upset. I kind of have just some opinions that I need to express, some things that I need to say, and it's just, it is what it is. You know, my channel, my videos, my mouth, my opinion. So if you guys are interested in hearing what I have to say, then just keep watching. So I did recently in another one of my videos kind of touch on the fact that I have some haters on Guru Gossiper that just try to get to me. You know, they try to upset me. They try to bring me down. And I told you guys that I don't like going on the site, but I do like to check it out at least once or twice a day just to make sure that my personal information is not being presented or talked about or shown on their thread, because it's happened once before and it is illegal. And I'm afraid of it. You know, like I do give out my personal address to people that I have known that have supported me for pretty much over a year, you know, or I know them personally. That's the people that I give out my personal address to. So these people are going on there and showing my address, and that's just can become a very dangerous situation, and for my children and my family and me. And nobody wants people that spend all their time, all day, talking shit about you, having your personal address. I don't know if you guys know this girl, but I was, Jamie Lynn Barton. Am I saying that right? I hope so. But she told me about this girl on here, and her name starts with a K. It's Caitlyn or something like that. And Jamie said that she was like one of the most hated beauty gurus because she just, I have no idea. Maybe the people think that she's slow or she's a bad mom or something. I mean, they say so much things to her, but the haters actually got a hold of her address and sent her out like bottles of things from a fake company that were supposedly like semen or pee or something like that. And I just don't want any of that happening to me. I don't want, you know, who knows what kind of creepers and stalkers and psychos are on Guru Gossiper, because I mean, you have to be somewhat kind of whoo-hoo in the head to be on a site like that all day, or you have to be a child, you know. And I'm not worried about the children on there, which 90% of them are children, and it's sad, but it's true. But it's the 10% that are adults that you never know what exactly is wrong in their brain as to why they're on a hate site all day talking about people from YouTube. But you know, it just takes one of those crazies, you know, to do something really freaky or just unsafe or send me something that could harm my children. And I just don't want to go there. So yes, I do monitor it because my children mean that much to me. My safety means a lot to me. So it also means I have to read their shit. And I do. I mean, I don't have to read it. I can just skim through and make sure that my address or something isn't in there, or any pictures that Tiana Lee biatch freaking posted that I have no idea where she got the pictures from because they were on my personal computer and I never posted them to any social media. So that was also illegal. And so I could do that, but it's kind of like a catch-22, because I mean, when you know someone's talking bad about you, you're gonna read it. Especially if you're on the site anyway, you're gonna read it. And I can't help but read it. And at first, I tried to think positive about it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe these are like mature people who just have real vents. You know, they have real things that they don't like that I do, real ways that they don't like that I make my videos, you know, constructive criticism that I could use to actually make my channel better. And that's what Jen Loves Reviews here on YouTube actually does, because she monitors her thread too. I don't know if she does anymore, but I do know like a month or two back she was on her thread, and she actually had intelligent conversations with the people that had issues with her, or most of them, on her thread. And she learned some things, you know, to help her out. Constructive criticism. And she was able to talk back and forth to them and not have such a blowout, like, immature back and forth like I seem to have with the people on my thread. Now, if most of you know me, you know that I am a mouthy bitch. I am. I'm mouthy. I'm opinionated. I don't hold my tongue for the sake of not having drama or negativity. You know, like, I can handle that. I've grown up with that from my own family. I can take it from strangers. And when I first started my channel on here, I had a lot to say because YouTube, within 3 months of me starting my channel, YouTube became something completely different than what I thought it was. But I loved it so much that I thought if I ranted enough or if I reached the right people, that we could change the community into something positive and it wouldn't be such a dark and negative place, because I didn't think it was like that until I actually started my channel. So yes, I am so opinionated. So when I see people on there, and you know, for the most part, when I first saw my thread on there, and my thread got created on there because I was defending Sadie. Sadiekins 21. I got on there, I once heard about the site and I was interested. You know, I was like, what is the site everybody's talking about? So I went on there, and the first person I saw on one of the new discussion things was Sadie. And Sadie is a good friend of mine. I love her to death. So I was like, what would people have to say bad about Sadie? You know, so I clicked on it and I'm reading and I'm just disgusted. I mean, more and more my mouth is open. I'm covering my mouth. Like, who are these people? Like, why would anyone say such horrible things about someone ever? Unless they, like, personally killed your cat or kicked your baby or something. Like, why would you say such horrible things? So I couldn't keep my mouth shut. So I made an account just so I could talk back to them and tell them what kind of assholes they really were. And I didn't hide who I was. My name on there is Baby Girl Niki. That's pretty evident it's me. So I went on there and I told them, you know, I went back and forth between them on Sadie's thread, like, you guys are pieces of shit. It's just the bottom line of it. Immature children or pieces of shit adults. So, I mean, take your choice. What is it? And they got mad enough, or at least one girl did, that she made my thread. And now, you know, they go on and on about I'm overweight, I'm trailer trash. I mean, on and on and on, how they feel bad for my children. One person said that I faked my miscarriage for views and subscribers. Other ones say that all of my videos are sponsored that aren't, like my Irresistible Me is sponsored when it's not. I mean, if you consider getting the products for free sponsored, then yeah, it's sponsored, but under the FTC disclaimer, unless I'm getting paid cash for it, it's not sponsored, and they don't pay me anything. They just send me out their free products, and the reason why I keep promoting them, or the Retsilini, which is sponsored, but the reason why I choose to keep promoting them is because I really like their company. I want to sit here and make a fool of myself promoting things over and over again that I don't think is good. Like, I don't think is really good stuff that you guys would like too. You guys know this, you know? So they say shit like that and just stupid stuff. That I'm money hungry, stuff like that. I mean, it just goes on and on and on with these people. And at first, I would write back to any comment and defend myself. And then I learned that there's no point. But the one thing that really got me, and I'm still working on this, is when they claim something about me on my channel or something that I do on my channel, legal-wise, or just like if I'm a liar or a fraud or a scammer-wise, if they claim I'm doing something like that and I'm not, I will 100% get back on there and be like, you are completely wrong. And it's not because of them. I'm not trying to get them to feel differently about me. But I know that a lot of my supporters, a lot of viewers, a lot of you guys actually do watch those threads. And I mean, I even do it to some of the YouTubers that I like. I read their threads and I want to see what people are saying about them. I don't believe it, you know, but a little by little, you remember what's being said and then you'll start seeing different things, you know. And I don't want people to be on my thread and be like, oh my God, is her stuff really sponsored? Is she really lying? You know, I don't want that bad seed to be planted in people that isn't true. So I want my opinion to be on there as well. So if you respect me and you support me and you see that I'm defending myself and what I'm saying, and I have no gall about saying the facts of everything, that those people will know better. And that's really what I hope for. There's no reasoning with someone who is not open to it. And the people on Guru Gossiper that stalk people, that research people trying to catch them in a lie, that just downgrade them about their weight, their looks, where they live, the car they're driving. I mean, they have a really, really hard time with the fact that I said I drive a Mercedes, which I don't drive, my husband does. It's his car, folks, but it's a Mercedes, but it's from, what, 96? I believe it's a 96 Mercedes. It's a classic. It's actually worth a lot of money. A lot of money. And I don't even care. That's not even the point. We're going to sell it because we want a winter vehicle. I don't care about material things like that. I was just expressing myself because I've never had a Mercedes before. I've never had a car that was nice like that before. And I was excited. I knew I wasn't going to keep it. We're not going to keep a luxury car. We're a family of 4. I have children. I'm practical. And I'm not one of those people that has to have all these materialistic things to make myself feel pretty. But they have a huge problem with that for some reason. They like to pick on me for that. And I'm just like, all right. Like you guys say a lot of the times, these people are keyboard warriors. They hide behind a computer, and I know firsthand that if any of them were face to face with me, they would not have shit to say. And if they did, they'd lose teeth. Bottom line. It's just the kind of person that I am. They like to use their one little finger to try to destroy people's esteem. I like to use this finger for pleasure. You should try it. They just don't matter. They really don't matter. And I know a lot of people think that because I write back to them, that I let them get to me, or because I talk about them like this, that I let them get to me. And I don't want you to think that. They don't do that. I don't sit in my bedroom or anywhere being upset or crying or anything. The only thing that I'll get upset about is the fact that they won't even try to talk it out with me, for one, because that's the kind of person I am. You have a problem with me, well, let's talk it out. They won't talk it out with me. And they bash me for defending myself. You know, like, Niki, you take that abuse and you take that hate and you take everything and don't you dare defend yourself because that's just proving our point of what a horrible person you are. It's kind of like Vanessa Vadazrad's video with her haters logic. Yeah, haters, people who do nothing but downgrade people, there's no constructive criticism. You're just a legit hater, has zero logic behind hating. And why there's zero logic behind hating is because there's absolutely no excuse or point of it. There's no point for doing it at all whatsoever, other than you're a prick who is super insecure, jealous, and bitter, and you need an outlet to express that so you can walk around during the day not trying to slit your own throat. And I know that that seems really harsh, but in all reality, when you're a YouTuber and you've been on here for more than a year and you have people that do this to you on the daily for no reason at all, you know, they leave you hate comments on your videos constantly. You guys don't see those because I delete them. I used to leave them on there and write back to them and start a war in the comments, but I'm learning. I'm learning as I go, and I just delete and block those people. So you guys don't see those comments, but I get that a lot. I get it a lot. I don't know if you've been able to tell, but my dislikes have been rising once again, and that's them, you know. And they don't, along with the no logic thing, they don't understand that me getting dislikes helps me. You know, like, they use spam bots to actually give me like 10, 15 dislikes within 5 seconds. And I'm just like, you don't realize that you're actually pushing my video up on the search engine. Like, you're giving me more views. You're paying me. There is no logic in it. You're not hurting me. You're doing nothing but positive things for me. If you really wanted to hurt me or my channel, you not watching would be the best thing possible, hands down. Don't watch me. Don't give me the views, nothing. But where would they get their entertainment value? So I really think that Guru Gossiper is a straight up hate site. I consider it just like if there was a gay bashing website, or if there was a KKK website, you know, just a complete disgusting hate site. And I know that it didn't used to be like that. And I know that some of you actually go on there and there is a rave section and you guys do talk about your favorite YouTubers and you say nice things. You know, there are a lot of different sections that aren't just the trash a guru kind of section, but I've also been on all of them, and I've also noticed that the Trash Guru has thousands of traffic every minute. Like, so much traffic on the Trash Guru that it actually shuts down the site a lot. The Rave About a Guru and the other sections barely change daily. Like, barely ever change. There's barely anyone ever on it. So that should go to show you something. Now, what I was told and what I read on the Guru site, which means it's probably untrue, but who knows. But what I was told was the original owner of the site, who made it to be a place where you could vent trivial things, but you could also express when you knew a YouTuber was scamming people, or was fraudulent things were going on, or they were sponsored and they weren't telling you. You know, things that we had a right to know, but were being lied to about. That was your safe place to go. to express yourself, to talk about that without being bashed in the comments by all of these people's supporters, which I agree, there should be a place for that, you know, because a lot of us don't know what's going on, and that's why a lot of the times I make the videos that I do when shady shit is happening. That's why a couple of us do that, is because you guys have the right to know. You know, we just bring it on YouTube. They go to a different site for that, and that's what that site was originally made for. And I actually agreed with that. And the original owner moderated it very well. She had a lot of like admins and stuff that would keep up on all the threads. Well, I guess that person died or passed away or something, and one of the admins or moderators or something from the site took over and like didn't tell anybody about it, and I mean just completely crushed the site. And I guess that person's gone now too, but it seems like the people that have taken over it have just let it be a free-for-all of hate. It says in the rules on Guru Gossiper that you're not allowed to body shame, that you're not allowed to bash people for like their body or their looks or stuff like that. And that's all people do on the Trash Your Guru section. And I've actually talked to one of the admins before a while back, and she's like, well, they can say what they want to say, but you can also say what you want to say too. But then they delete your comments because you're disrespectful to the posters, or you're blocked for a week or something like that. I don't know. Just the logic of the site just makes no sense anymore, and it's just disgusting. And they actually have a kind of like a side website that is for talking shit about all of the mothers on YouTube too, and it's called YouTube Mama Drama or something like that. The site is just disgusting. The people behind it are disgusting, and the people that use it are disgusting. Now, some of us, there is a fly in here, like, going nuts. Do you guys see it's, like, shooting in and out of my videos, and I'm about to go, like, freaking kung fu on that shit. Now, I do know some people who do use the site, like Chelsea uses the site, and she used the site for what it was originally made for. You know, not bashing anyone, but being respectful, but telling people what was going on in the community that was bad and wrong, and the things that were happening that, you know, there just needed to be justice for. That's what she goes on there for, and that's what it should have stayed. It should have stayed something like that, not a let's body shame and bash everybody for the massive amount of money they don't have, or where they live, or how they speak. Anything that, you know, our jealous selves could just make up in our mind, let's just do, and that's what it's become. And it's really, really sad that it's become that, because it could have been a really great positive outlet for the viewers and subscribers to know exactly what is going on behind the scenes. And it just didn't turn out that way. They just let it be a free-for-all for hate, and now it's just a disgusting, disgusting site. So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about it, you know, about my feelings about it, about my feelings about the people that use it. And I just feel like it's best to not give them attention, and one day I will learn that, to keep my mouth shut and not write back to them, because they are losers. They really are. The people that say such horrible things about me are losers. You know, like, if you're gonna waste all your time talking about someone that you claim to hate so much, really, what makes you any better than that person? It makes you worse than that person. And the people will say things like, oh, you got a big head, you turned into one of those YouTubers, but they won't tell me why. They won't contact me personally to tell me their upsets, and maybe we could work things out, or maybe they have some delusion they made up in their mind as well, and I could fix it if we could talk, because I'm a very honest person and I have nothing to hide. You may not agree with my opinion, and it may make you dislike me, but it's going to be the honest truth. If you don't like my truth, well, then don't like me. I am a either you really like me or you really hate me kind of person. But it's the truth. And they won't even give me that time. So they're either children pretending to be adults, which I'm guessing they are, or they're people that are straight up jealous of me. And I'm sorry, they say that they're not. Oh, why would we be jealous of trailer trash? Well, why would you be wasting your time daily on trailer trash? Bitch, please, you are my #1 fan. So that is all I have to talk about. I know that you guys are going to tell me, Niki, don't waste your time on the haters. Don't give them what they want. Don't talk about them. It just feeds the trolls. But sometimes you just have to vent. You have to express it. You have to get it out of you so you don't become bitter and start doing things negatively. And this is just my time where I need to do that. And they're gonna do what they do whether I do this or not, you guys. Honestly, they are. They're gonna talk shit. They're gonna dislike my videos. They're gonna leave me hate comments. They're gonna pick on me for such trivial things that they might as well go back to kindergarten and relearn that kind of how to be a human being thing. They're gonna do that anyway. So if it makes me feel better to vent every now and then, so be it. who cares? As long as I get through it and I'm happy and I'm positive still, that's all that matters. And I am happy and I am positive still. I just want you guys to know that. I'm happy. I'm not sitting in a corner crying about what they're saying. I laugh at them. I laugh at them on the daily. And yes, every now and then I feel nice and I try to write to them and be like, well, why don't you guys just work this out with me? Why don't you tell me what the real issue is? But they're not ready to be adults. You gotta get your big girl panties on, and they're just not there yet. They're still potty training. So let me know what your guys' opinions are on this, or guru gossiper, or haters, or any of that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. This isn't a negative rant kind of video. I mean, some of you may think so, but, you know, if you don't, there's that thumbs down. Should be for pleasure. But I really want to know your guys' opinion on this. So leave me a comment, let me know, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.